Hey, what's going on, Atlanta Falcon fans? The NFL draft is 2 days away, and I think it's still a couple players that I have the profiles that I think that y'all should see, and players that are going a little bit up under the radar, and some of these players' names are starting to buzz. But Darien Porter out of Iowa State is one of the guys. If you remember, A1 Forever and I did a mock draft, the very first one. Darien Porter was a sleeper pick that we had via trade back. And as I watch film on this guy, man, he's got some Richard Sherman in him. When you talk about size at 6'3", about 200 pounds, you talk about a man press type cornerback, and I think the Falcons need more of those type cornerbacks because we run a lot of zone, but we need a lot of man coverage corners to help with some of these big plays that we give up. And Raheem being a defensive back coach and then having Jerry Gray, I think a guy like Darien Porter would strive in the Falcons defense. And I don't know what we're gonna do. It's 3-4-4-3, maybe type of a hybrid, but this guy can fit in any scheme. Like I say, he's 6'3", 200 pounds, runs a 4.3, so he has the speed. And we talk about big receivers, not only in the NFC South, but in the NFL as a whole. Receivers are getting bigger, and you need those tall corners because AJ Terrell is about 6'2". So you have a guy that's, about his size, just a tad taller on the other side. I think it works. You have Mike Hughes to fill in until he can develop. Bring him in. He can also play the slot. One thing that I really liked about his game was he's a special teams ace. And we know special teams has been a problem for the Falcons the last couple of years. So until he develops on the field as a corner, I think you can use him as a special teams guy. Now, one interesting thing about this guy as well, he's a former wide receiver, so he sees the game from both sides. So he can pretty much sometimes read what's going on the field. He has that closing speed. He his tackling is not the best, but he's always around the football, and this is something that is very cool when you talk about being having a cornerback that's always in the play. And two, um, if they wanted to, he can play a rover back type position. If he puts on probably about 10 pounds, he can play a little bit of nickel, a little bit of safety if he wanted to, if they needed him to. But what's so intriguing about this pick is I think he's going to be one of those guys that flies up under the radar. And if he lands in the right scheme, he could be a superstar down the road. Um, Stats weren't gaudy last year. 12 games, only 18 tackles, two pass defense, but he did have three interceptions, and he's always around the football, like I said. I just think that track speed as well. It's just something that you just can't overlook at 4.3. So at the next level, in the right system, I think he's going to be pretty good. And I think these teams that are known for defenses that I talk about all the time. You talk about the Pittsburgh, the Baltimores, the Eagles, the Bears, Detroit. I mean, I can go on and on. He could end up anywhere, and anywhere he lands, I think is a steal. So if I'm the Falcons, this is a guy. If he's sitting there at 46 or a little bit before, I think you have to think about trading up to go get him because his name is getting hot in the streets. I'm seeing him at the bottom of the first, top of the second. So since the draft process has started, his name is going up. So Darien Porter is one of those guys I would look up for. This is the NFL draft profile, man. The NFL draft is just 2 days away, like I said. We will be live on Smitty Sports Machine, and I'll be giving y'all pick by pick. Me, my boy A1 Forever, 95 Norberto, and whoever else comes through, we'll see. But y'all let me know what y'all think about Darien Porter. Drop those comments. Let's debate, let's have fun as always, man. Y'all know how we do it on the Sports Machine. This your boy, Antoine Smitty Smith signing off. I will holler at y'all later, man. Peace.